senior day was great. I feel like it was a bit of an emotional, day. It was crazy to see the impact and, just hear everybody cheering for me. It was a crazy moment, and I'm thankful for the fans for, coming out and supporting me. It was also a bit of an emotional moment, seeing my mom on the field crying and, understanding that I have, kind of pushed through my collegiate career and, finished with a master's degree and, also, succeeding on the field. So I'm thankful for God for, all of that, and I know I wouldn't, be anywhere without him. I would describe my journey as, blessed. I feel like a lot of the things that have been granted to me and a lot of the things that I've learned and experienced are, true blessings, because I never would have imagined, being at in the situation that I'm in now. So I'm thankful for everything that I've got at Baylor on and off the field, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I would definitely say, graduating was probably a huge moment for me. Something that, was one of my biggest goals when entering college. And also my ascension as a leader, last year in the defense was another, great time for me in college. It helped me, grow into the person that I am, and I'm thankful for my teammates for trusting in me and, allowing me to do that. Yeah, some of the hardest moments for me was definitely both of my shoulder injuries. It was a bit rough, sitting out and, not getting as much time on the field as you wanted. Also with that, just being moved to linebacker initially from the start, that was kind of a hard, moment for me, but I felt like I kind of, hit it head on, and I kind of embraced the challenge. I had a great coach in Coach Saravo that taught me a lot, and I'm forever thankful for, those experiences and those things that I learned. So, even though it was a hard time for me and a hard, transition, I feel like I learned a lot, and in turn, it helped me, play like I'm playing right now. So it was hard, but it definitely, helped me learn a lot.
Big time win on Saturday against Texas Tech to close out the season. We finished the regular season 10-2, which is another 10-win season for Baylor football. We also found out that we're headed to the Big 12 championship, so that's another bit of great news. And just looking forward to going out there and practicing with my team again and prepping for another win. So hopefully all you guys can make it out to Arlington and sick 'em Bears.
Yeah, the win against Texas Tech was huge. We understood that if we won against them, that we would get the chance to, get into the Big 12 championship game, and it would allow us to, be able to play for that, championship ring. So we understood the magnitude of the game. I think we did have a lot of distractions throughout the week, and some of the distractions did kind of, have its way on us. But I felt like for the most part, at the end of the day, we overshadowed those distractions, and we did what we needed to do to get the win. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't think that we would be here. Like, I usually don't think that far into a season, but I can say that at the beginning of this season, I felt like, and a lot of my teammates felt like we could beat every team that we played. And for the most part, that's what we did this season. We're gonna get, our chance to play Oklahoma State again and kind of get our rematch on them from earlier in the season. But I wasn't ever thinking about, the Big 12 championship, but I did have a feeling that we could beat every team and in turn get there. So yeah, it shows that we're true fighters, and we're very persistent in our work, and we understand that it's really up to us when it comes down to it to, go out on Saturdays and make the plays and get the wins, and that in turn can control your destiny on if you're in the Big 12 championship. So just understanding that us as players, we control most of that, and that we go into each game, with the mindset of winning. And when we kind of did that this year, we for the most part, like I said, got enough wins to get into the game. So now it's up to us to go out there and execute and get the win on Saturday. Having that experience from 2 years ago is going to be huge for us. A lot of the players that are on the team now, was at the 2019 game. They've seen the things that the Big 12 championship, provides you, and just the atmosphere. So I feel like the team is gonna go in and we're not gonna be starstruck. We understand that it's a big game and we understand how fun it's gonna be. So we're gonna go into the game focused and try to execute to the best of our ability. And it's a lot of hype when you are in these bigger games, there's more cameras, there's more reporters, you have to do a couple more interviews. But when it comes down to it for the players, when you get to the stadium, you're doing the same things that you do if it's, a practice on Tuesday, or if it's a regular in-season game at your stadium on a Saturday. So for the most part, it's really the same. I think the outside things are probably the most that are different. There's a lot more fans there and more of a packed crowd, but for the players, for the most part, it's about the same. Losing that first game against Oklahoma State was hard for us. It was our first loss of the season, and it was very hard to watch that tape and see the things that we did wrong. I feel like now seeing it and being able to grow and learn from it, it just adds some fire into your heart to go out and play even harder and do the things right this time, because you are granted a second chance. And every team is not granted a second chance to go out and play a team that they lost to. We're not trying to change anything up. We're trying to put our brand on tape every week, but we're also trying to get a little bit better every week. So that starts in practice. That starts in Monday walkthroughs, and all the rest of the practices of the week. So we're looking to improve, and I feel the energy from the guys, especially with this big game coming up. So I think the team will put it all together this week, and I know we'll come out with the win on Saturday. My 111 is huge. Everybody feels like their 111 is huge. And when you feel that way, it allows you to, play harder and, not let your teammates down. I think when you kind of shy away from that and you kind of think that your 111 isn't as important as you say, like the D-line or the linebackers, you can, mess up, and in turn that there's a touchdown or there's a 30-yard run or a 20-yard pass. One of our commandments is to go in each week and run the ball on our opponent and stop the run. When you can do those two things, you can control the game in a different way, and it allows you to, call plays differently on offense and defense. So we look forward to going out there and, running the ball and stopping the run, and I think, we'll be very successful in that, especially after, correcting the things that we've seen in the first game against Oklahoma State.